Welcome to the show. I'm the Controversial King, and tonight we're calling all these fathers to the stand. Not just any father. I'm talking about the father of these gay young men that's out here. Where y'all been at? Where y'all hiding at? Y'all been ducking in the closet, ducking and dodging like an uncircumcised penis. But it's time for y'all to pop y'all heads out. And I'm calling y'all to the stand because I got questions. I'm trying to figure out how we got a whole generation of gay young men. Where the fathers at? I'm a father, and I'd be damned if my son gonna walk up to me and I'm gonna look him dead in his face and say, yeah, it's okay for you to wear a lace front. Yeah, it's okay for you to get your lashes done. Yeah, go ahead and put on that lipstick. Yeah, you like that purse, son? Wear that purse. Yeah, wear them tight pants so tight that your balls can't even breathe. I know it's 2026 and I'm not here to bash gay people or nothing like that, but my issue is that none of these men out here that actually, none of these young men not growing up to be men. They want to be women. And 110% blame is the fathers out here. It makes no sense. I got a father. And he wasn't. The things my father would tell me if I called him and said, oh, I'm transitioning to be a woman, it'd be ridiculous. I couldn't even imagine the words that he would say. But my issue is that we're not being men. And I'm not saying that y'all ain't got to stay in a household or whatever, but these young men need y'all dads. Y'all need y'all dads, y'all need y'all fathers, and these fathers need to be there. It's not making any sense. Like, how are we supposed to grow as black men in this world, knowing that society, these white people, can give two shits about us? And every single day, when somebody see a young man and he want to be feminine or wear a purse or he's gay or he's transitioning or whatever the case may be, the first thing that comes to my mind is where's father at? Where's his dad at? It's not making sense to me. Like, if you lay down with a woman and you decide to have a child and oh, it's a boy, so now you got a son. That should be the best day of your life. But right now you decided to be a coward instead of to be a man and let your son get raised by his mother or just by the world and by society. So now the only decision he got to make growing up to become a young man is either he want to be a top or a bottom. But you decided to run. You decided to leave your son out here. You probably out here in these streets. You might be transitioning, or you locked up in jail. But that don't make a difference though. That don't mean you can't be a father. That don't mean you can't teach your son how to be a man. These young men out here, they can't even change a tire. Years ago, I'm driving and I see a bunch of group of young men. There's about 3 or 4 of them on the side of the road. All of them got phones in their hands. All of them got chains on and everything. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? How y'all? What's going on? What's wrong with your car? You got 3 to 4 young men out here and nobody know how to change a tire. That's ridiculous. It hurt me so bad that I had to stand on the side of the road and show these 4 young men how to change a tire. That's something that they should have been taught. They should have known that since birth. If you a man, where these fathers at? They teach y'all son how to be a man. They teach y'all son how to change the tire. They teach y'all son how to grow up, be somebody in society instead of want to be on a block or be in prison and actually become something, do something, give back, have a wife, have a family, have children. But instead, nah. Y'all fathers, y'all let y'all son be born. Y'all became a coward. And then y'all ran. And now we got young men out here that's don't know if they're male or female, don't know if they black, don't know if they white, don't know if they want to wear a purse or a book bag, get their nails painted or lashes or lipstick. And we supposed to be protecting somebody. Why y'all think these white men and these white women attack our black queens? Because ain't no young man, ain't no men, ain't nobody, ain't no male black figure out here fighting for them. They walking around with their nails painted too. So how they supposed to be safe? And some of y'all fathers out here, y'all even got daughters. Y'all got daughters and sons, and y'all raising them in the same way. How her brother's supposed to protect her, and he running? All I'm saying is that there's a lot of questions out there, and a lot of answers that need to be said. Because I'm not blaming the mothers out here trying their best or whatever they're doing trying to raise these young men. I'm not even blaming the young man out here because they've been misled since the day they were born. I'm blaming the fathers. I'm blaming the fathers that left. I'm blaming the fathers that hid. Blaming the fathers that ran, that's scared, that's cowards. Because now you got these young men graduating high school, getting jobs on YouTube, on TV, and they gay. And where the fathers at? Nowhere to be found. Now you ashamed. But I guess as they say, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. I had a father that was in prison when I was young. Still, while he was in prison, he wrote me letters telling me how to be a man, telling me to make sure I clean myself, make sure I do this, make sure I look after my brother, make sure I take care of myself, make sure I do my push-ups. All this from prison. And it's year after year. My dad wrote me a letter telling me this is how a man should be. Even though he was locked up, even though I couldn't see him. Even though I couldn't touch him, we couldn't speak back to back. I had to wait a week just to get a letter, just to get my manly lessons so I can grow up from a young man and be a man. And y'all fathers can't even do that. Y'all can't even write y'all son a letter and let him know what he's doing is wrong. No young man should be wearing a purse. No young man should be wanting to transition into other than from a boy to a man.